My name's Jennifer Gonzalez. I'm one of the UCF Online Connect Center success coaches. And so I'm here with one of my former students, Karen, today. And we'll be talking a little bit more about what it's like to be a UCF Online student. So we'll go ahead and get started.
Perfect.
All right. So we can start off with telling a little bit more about yourself, like your name, where you currently live at, the program you were in, when did you graduate, etc.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, my name is Karen Gonzalez. I recently graduated health service administration with my bachelor's. And I live in Orlando as well. I am originally from Mexico, and I moved to Alabama, and then from Alabama to Orlando.
Okay, awesome. And so you're spring 2020 graduate, so just recently, right off, so congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. So since this was your undergrad program, what kind of drove you to want to complete a bachelor's degree in general?
Yeah, so I actually, I was looking into radiology at first, and once I did my internship, I decided that was not going to be for me. So then I moved on, looked for different careers that I could be successful in. So I started looking into health services administration, and I fell in love with the administrative side. So I decided to pursue this career.
Okay, yeah, so just kind of doing like a switch over from one end to the other. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So what was your motivation for wanting to complete a degree with us at UCF?
Yeah, so to complete my degree, I am one of my family's first graduate here in the United States. So I wanted to make sure to have an education that would make my parents proud, and also make me a great successful student and as a professional, just to make sure that I was completing one of my dreams with a 4-year degree at UCF, because my husband graduated from UCF, and I have several friends that graduated from UCF. So I said, why not pursue my degree in here at UCF? So
a lot of personal connection there. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And same here. I did both my degrees here. I met my husband at UCF, so it's like UCF's really ingrained with us here.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I love it.
How did you discover UCF Online?
Yeah, so I was finishing my AA at Valencia. So I had transferred to a different school when I was in my radiology program. So when I went to my coach within Valencia, she told me, she was like, why don't you look into UCF? It's less expensive to go in there. So I never thought about looking into UCF, because I thought it was gonna be, they didn't have my degree that I was pursuing. It's just like several things. You can look and they have a different name. So I never looked deeply into it. So then my counselor told me, she was like, yeah, just look into it. So I started looking into it, and I was like, okay, it's cheaper to go to UCF, and online is cheaper, so why not pursue it at UCF?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And it sounds like you did the Direct Connect program, right, through Valencia? Yeah. So that's a big bonus to having that transition over between both degrees. Yeah. Okay, cool. And you touched on this a little bit with, how online was really great for you. So what, additional reasons can you provide us to why that was your preferred method for completing your degree rather than doing it on campus?
Yeah, so I work full time, and I am paying at a in-state tuition, but I wanted to make sure I didn't pay. I didn't have any debt, so that was for my husband and I, one of the primary reasons. We wanted to make sure we were debt free. So being an online student, it helped me to complete that dream as well, because I was able to not able to travel to school and just do I did my doing my schooling online, it allowed me to work as well. So it was awesome how it worked out, because I would go work in the morning and have Thursdays off and do my homework within the afternoons after work, or on Thursdays and the weekends. So yeah, it was a hard journey, but it was really helpful just to do it online.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of, like you mentioned, like flexibility that comes along with doing it online if you work or have other things you're involved in. So it really helps knowing, like, okay, I can log into my classes at any time. Like, I'm not stuck in a physical classroom doing
Exactly. Yeah, I just make sure that I turn in all my homework within whenever was due.
For sure. Yeah, that's the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And so, as you know, with online, like one of the biggest things that's exclusive to it in comparison to our campus-based programs is you get a coach. So, what was your initial reaction to when you found out, okay, now I'm going to get a success coach as a part of my program?
I thought that was like one of the most rewarding thing within doing the online classes, because you don't like, I thought I was gonna do it all by myself,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, I done online classes, but I mean, the whole degree online, it was gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So just having a success coach, it was really rewarding, because like you provided me with a lot of resources, like a calendar to stay in place, just to make sure
Mhm.
that I was putting my hours and studying. That was one of the best things I've had, just to have a calendar to put my to be more organized.
Mhm.
Another thing, it was just like checking in with you every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, just like I allow it. It was just like, okay, what goals do you want to reach? And
Mhm.
it helped me, because by the time I talked to you, I felt like I had to finish those goals. So that really motivated me to like have good grades, have make sure I was on top of my homework and on top of researching. So
Mhm.
I thought it was really helpful to have you as a coach, success coach.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank
Yeah.
you for that. I'm glad I could help you with your goals. Yeah. So it
Yes.
sounds like it really made like a positive impact on your experience as a student.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So given that, this was something new, like, maybe like when you were previously at Valencia or any other schooling you've done, that wasn't really a thing, like having a success coach. So how did your thoughts about coaching change as we started working together and until you graduated?
Yeah, so my thoughts were like, I always told my friends to, even if they don't have, you always go to your counselor and ask
Mhm.
them, okay, what classes am I gonna take,
Mhm.
So just having like my thoughts in a success coach, I feel like it's very helpful to have someone to guide you through what you're going through, and it also like it helps you get a little bit of stress out. Like,
Mhm.
okay, maybe you like, for example, I had an email that I had to send, but you guided me through on how
Mhm.
to send it. So, I mean, just like those little details that we don't think about, like
Mhm.
it was just like so nice to have someone help you to get through the circumstances that you're going through. So I think having a success coach is really helpful to guide you through um, schooling, because it would guide you to like send that email, send make sure that you're having good grades, make sure you're setting goals for yourself. It's just like a motivation key that you have that, and it's like someone actually pushing you to be better. So I
Mhm.
think is really rewarding just to have someone that's there for you.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's definitely sounds like it made you like really give you that confidence to overcome things
Mhm.
that maybe you didn't think about before, seem like a big deal, or just even vent some things like when you have frustrations going on, like knowing there's somebody you could always count on and just whether it's for something major or little, like they were always there.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and you always made everything easier because you know how to express what I'm thinking. Like if I don't know how to put it into words, you put it into words. I'm like, oh my gosh, exactly what I needed to
say. You're unofficial translator. There you go.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. So, but I guess we're touching on this a little bit with some of like the challenges that you might have had or encountered while you were here as an online student. So what do you think was the biggest challenge you had, and how did having a coach help you overcome that?
Yeah, so it was sometimes it was really frustrating just to do some of my homework. And I mean, I could reach out to my professors and make sure I was doing everything I could, but having a success coach, it also provided me with resources so that I can look out and think outside of the box, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, the professors are providing all of the material, but the success coach was able to provide me like with more on how to get to what the professor was providing. Like, either was it researching or the way I was studying. So maybe the method I was studying, it wasn't working the way the professor had told me. But then why don't think outside of the box and look for some other ideas that can help me. So that was one of the things that helped me a lot, just like to think outside of the box, and you provide me with those resources that I needed so that I can study better. And also, like I had said before, my major thing is like having a calendar. Now I take a calendar and schedule my every hour. With every hour, I just schedule it, you know, just to, because you provided me with that calendar that was I was able to implement into my life, even if it was not only for school but for my daily life.
So having like a lot of those skills or resources we discussed, like being able to use that in different aspects of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah. And I think that's like a really important part of coaching in general too, is knowing like you're not just a student, you're a person, you know, and that you've got things going on outside of school. So knowing like how can you not only be successful as a student, but how are you successful in the other roles in your life, and how can we make sure we integrate that well, so that way you feel like you're doing well in all different parts of your life, not just academics.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. So what tips would you give to anybody who wants to learn online?
Just make sure that you are very organized. Make sure you're dedicated, and also make sure that you are stay on top of your things. Very, you know, not because it's online. The professor is not gonna see what you're doing or not studying, you know. So make sure you stay on top of all of your studying. Make sure you download different apps that UCF provides, because that's another thing, like having the web courses calendar to remind you what kind of homework you had. That's very helpful. So make sure you download those apps and you're stay on top of your emails, you know, just to be able to complete your dream, your goals. Like you want to be successful, you want to graduate and have your career. Make sure you do use the resources that UCF has, because it will help you within your life and your career.
For sure. Oh yeah, those are good tips. So I would agree with that.
Yes, take advantage of everything.
Because there's a lot out there too, and that sometimes students just don't know about. So it's always good to research. All right. So what was your favorite part of being a UCF Online student?
My favorite one would be everything. You know, my professors, I really enjoyed doing classes online, because my professors always made sure I had all of, like, provided me with all the material that I needed to learn from. They made sure they would answer emails, you know. So it's just like having the experience of UCF I even my even I was an online student. My advisor actually sent me an email that made me join into health services administration meetings and stuff like that. So other students are going through and want to be a healthcare administration. I'm like, well, why not join that? So that was another one of my favorite things, that even though I was an online student, I was able to interact with other students in person, to be able to share different ideas and thoughts about that. But yeah, I really enjoyed. I felt like UCF Online was really organized within all the materials that I needed to learn. Yeah, so yeah, it just it made it easy that it was like, yeah, I'm an online student, but I feel like I'm in person. Like sometimes this semester was probably one of my favorites, just because I was able to do Zoom meetings with my professors. So they made sure I understood the material. So um, it was just helpful. Like I never. I was able to get good grades because my professors were there to help me.
Yeah, really having that support from like the faculty there, and that they were trying to do what they can to ensure your success in the classes, and just like even being made aware of things that you didn't know could be available to you to participate in as an online student, like bringing that to your attention and kind of helping you feel connected to the university despite physically not being there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. And it definitely helps too when you've got that support, not just from us as your coaches, but even, with your professors, your advisor, or other staff and departments that we have here, and just knowing like they're all there to try and help you out while you're here with us.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And like I said, you were great too, because provided me with okay, what can I learn from others, like scholarships, okay, or any other thing. Like I always run to you because I knew you were gonna have the answer. So
yeah. Well, thank
you. Yeah, so that was really helpful.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad you had a lot of really good parts about being a UCF Online student. So how do you think being a part of UCF Online really helped shape your future, especially now that you're a graduate?
So during this pandemic, I'm like, I know how to navigate online because I was online student. All I did was try to communicate with everyone through either an email or a FaceTime call, So during this, I feel like this is a great example on how I'm able to navigate through this. Career Services provides resources. They just had a career what do you call it? Like a coach, kind of like a workshop. So they had a workshop, and I was able to join online. So that was really helpful. So in my future, it's just gonna help me to communicate better with others, and just be able to send an email, send an email, communicate through Zoom calls, communicate through FaceTimes, anything. It's gonna help me just being an online student, because I was able to do it online, So yeah, so it's just that I like that. Right now, I mean, yeah, we're going through different season right now, and very difficult, but I don't think it's going to stop me from applying to different online jobs so it's encouraged me to just connect with different people online.
Like having that familiarity with what it's like to be fully online,
Exactly.
Yeah, and nobody I think saw this coming, so it kind of helped prepare you for what that's like if something like this, has to happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good. So that's awesome that transition didn't seem like it was too big of a shift for you, at least with the learning aspect of it. Okay.
Exactly.
So my final question would be, what advice would you give to students who are thinking about applying to UCF Online?
I will definitely encourage anyone that is thinking of applying online because it benefits us from saving gas to go to school.
Mhm.
It saves us the time once to go to drive from home to
Mhm.
school.
Yeah.
uh, it would also benefit you to be able to work and do school at the same time. Um, it's just that it's just so rewarding to be able to finish your degree while you're also doing other things. I mean, even if you have family meetings, like if you want to go see your family on the weekends, if you want to see your family during the day,
Mhm.
take it as a break. I always tell, well, my husband always told me, take a break. It's fine to take a break. So it's just it will help you just to interact with your family and also while you're studying. So I would say don't think about it too much. Like at first I was hesitant to join UCF Online because I wanted the classroom experience as well. But that didn't stop me from learning. And it's also cheaper to go online. So
Mhm.
so it's just less expensive, and throughout every semester I was able to learn, and I would just stay on top of your things. I always make sure that you're very organized and never stop learning, obviously. But yeah, my tip will be, yes, if you can do it online, I would say do it online. It just will allow you to do uh, two things at the same time, basically. It's like going to work and going to school. Um, yeah, it just have to be the dedication and persistence will reward you later.
Mhm.
For some students, um, I'm 27, and my journey has been long in school, so that allowed me um, to just like be more into school. I feel like a lot of young people, like they wanna finish school, go through the whole experience in college, which is fine. But I feel like um, online classes would also help you to um, to focus in school more. And yes, you can go into campus and be part of what's going on, but it doesn't stop you from learning. So yeah, my
Mhm.
advice is just, yeah, if you have the opportunity, just take it.
Yeah, yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
taking into consideration different things that you might have going on, and that might initially seem scary because it's probably different from what students have been used to in the past with, like, whatever they did their schools prior, like probably used to doing face to face, and doing fully online might seem like, oh, that seems like a lot, or I don't know what to expect, and what can I really do with doing this online? Is it really the same thing? And based on what you're saying, it seems like, yeah, it's a little bit different, but there's a lot of like benefits to it, like more time to yourself, that it's teaching you the same skills you would learn as if you were face to face, and that even sometimes maybe you get additional support because you are online.
Sorry.
No, you're
Yes.
good. You're good. It's a part about being here. This
Yes.
is the new normal now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Did you have any other comments or things you wanted to mention in the interview today?
No, it's just that if you have a success coach, please always go to your success coach because it will help you. It will definitely help you through your career and through your while you're learning
Mhm.
and motivate you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. It's a pleasure seeing you now for face to face, since we've always been on the phone or email.
Yes.
Good to
It's
have
finally
that.
to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was great working with you. As your coach, I was definitely honored to be part of your journey. I'm really excited to see the things that you're going to accomplish now that you're a graduate, and for doing such a great job representing us with UCF Online.
Yes, thank you. Thank you
My,
for all your help.
of course, my pleasure. Awesome. Well, I'll definitely talk to you later.
See ya. Yes. Alrighty. We'll see you later. Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.